Alrighty, guys. Before 2025 started, I would have been so surprised if you had told me one of your top five favorite movies of 2025 thus far was Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch, I would have guessed that it would have been a cute movie, for sure. But just based on the recent track record of Disney live-action remakes, I just wasn't so sure if this movie was going to deliver in the same way that an Aladdin did. And I, in my opinion, again, I say this as somebody who has not seen the original in a long time, at the very least, as far as I remember. And so I understand that there are many people who have commented on my review saying, I love the original, this isn't even close to it. I totally respect that. Totally respect that. In fairness, because I'm not just somebody who's like, oh, if I haven't seen the original, I love the remake automatically. And if it's, if I have seen the original, I hate the remake automatically. Case in point, How to Train Your Dragon, the recent live action one, loved it. Love the original, have huge nostalgia for the original. So anyways, case in point. But I just, I hadn't seen the original and I loved the new live action remake. I thought it was great. It was adorable. It had a great a cast and I thought that the emotional core was really sweet. And so I was very, very happy about all of that. And so then I think, it was only fair to wonder, are we getting a sequel? Especially because Lilo and Stitch has crushed at the box office. It has made hundreds of millions of dollars for Disney. It is very clearly one of the more profitable movies over the last few years, which is good because, other films like Snow White are not doing so well and tanking a little bit at the box office. Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts not doing so well. So yeah, I mean, it's not been great for Disney overall, although they've had some smash hits. And so now Lilo and Stitch is a movie that is making up for that a little bit. And lo and behold, by the way, Lilo and Stitch having grossed over $910 million at the box office, which is crazy. I'm reading these numbers right now. Crazy numbers. And now it's official. Lilo and Stitch 2 is coming to theaters. That would have to be coming to theaters. So it is official that the sequel to the live action Lilo and Stitch is coming. It has been confirmed by all of the major trades, which is really exciting to me because, again, I think that the lesson here is not just let's remake everything we can in sight, although that seems to be what Disney is doing anyways, but I think rather the lesson is let's do it well, let's make it good, and if people enjoy it, they're going to come out and see it. The live action Aladdin, I think Aladdin 2, it was in development, it was going to be made, right? If not for, I suspect, at least in big part because of A, COVID, right? The pandemic stunted that. And then also B, a big part of that was also, I think, what happened to Will Smith. I think you just couldn't do Aladdin 2 because of a lot of the things that happened at the Oscars with Will Smith. But, case in point, I think you want to reward the right movies. You want to reward the movies that really stand out and do well. And it's remake, sequel, prequel, original movie, whatever. I think you want to reward those movies as well. If you guys forget that, and I forget this as well a lot of the times, that these sequels come from, for the most part, original movies, right? So, and they were rewarded for that. So I think that getting a Lilo and Stitch 2 is a very, very exciting proposition in my mind. And I think that they would be really great to see. I don't know if it's going to follow Lilo and Stitch 2 to a T, I hope. I'm curious to see if that is the case. And again, I haven't seen Lilo and Stitch 2. I don't think I've seen Lilo and Stitch 2 at all. I'm pretty sure I've seen Lilo and Stitch 1, the animated version, but I don't think I've seen Lilo and Stitch 2, kind of similar to The Lion King. So I'm very curious to see what kind of approach they take. But I think, again, case in point, I think this is a really good thing, and I am very excited for this. So quick little segment here about Lilo and Stitch 2. Again, it's a film that I very much am looking forward to whenever it comes out, hopefully within the next, 12 to 18 months. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed too much, and then we will see where we go from there. Guys, what do you think of this news that Lilo and Stitch 2, after the phenomenal, massive success of Lilo and Stitch, the live action film, is going to get a sequel? What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments down below.